Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. I also go by Sadia. I'm the belly dance aerobics instructor there at the Frisco Athletic Center. And I'm here today to share a little dance with you. It's in two parts. The first part, I'm just going to teach all of the technique and the moves. And the second part, we're going to put all those moves together into a belly dance aerobics choreography. And I really hope everybody is staying safe and healthy out there. Remember that exercise is very good for your immune system. So get up and dance with me and let's have some fun. Okay, so we're going to learn all of our moves in 5 different combinations. And so each combination has a few moves in it. Okay, remember all of this is leading up to the belly dance aerobics choreography, which will be taught in part 2. Okay, so for combination number 1, let's go over a little bit of technique for these moves. And remember, before we get started, you always want to make sure that you're using your good belly dance posture. So your ribcage should be lifted. You should have your abdominal muscles sucked in, contracted, not extremely, but just engaged. You need your hips right over your ankles, okay? You want your shoulders right over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. That's kind of your general alignment. You want to make sure that you don't have your tailbone, sticking up in the back. You want to try to correct that by engaging the lower abdominal muscles so your pelvis is once again right underneath your rib cage. So our first move to go over is a hip drop. And I want you to make sure, I'm going to do it this way, that you don't ever lock out your standing leg knee. So right now I'm locking this leg out and I try to do a hip move. It doesn't look very good, but also you're going to maybe hurt your knee a little bit. We don't want to do that. So you want to keep this knee bent. So anytime you're moving your unweighted side hip, you must keep this weighted side knee bent. That's very important, no matter which side. Okay? So the movement is just a little step, sit, lift, and then this hip that just lifted, you're going to drop 2 times. So 1, 2. Then do it on the other side. Step, sit, lift, and drop the hip 2 times. 1, 2. And we're going to drill all this with music. I just want to break it down. So that's our side to side hip lift and double hip drop. Next, we're going to do a little 3-step. It's also called a pas de bourrée. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm stepping right, left, push off, right again. Left, right, push off, left again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm also going to add some upper body reaches or sways with it. Okay? So your upper body is just swaying from side to side and you're reaching. It's as if somebody is holding on to each arm and you're being pulled from side to side. We do this with the pas de bourrée. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So our third movement in this is a figure 8 with your hips combined with a 3-step turn. And the figure 8 is going to be like this. Step on the right foot, bring the left hip up, and then lower that left hip down. Step on the left foot, bring the right hip up, and lower that hip down. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and you can see the shape of the figure 8 here, like it's laying on its side. And we're going to combine that with a 3-step turn, stepping right, left, right, touch. Now do your figure 8s. 1 on each side. And then turn left, right, left, touch, and do your figure 8s. So let's put all this together. We're gonna drill it a couple of times.
We're gonna start with our step to the right and hip lift. Do it to the left, and again, right and left sides. Now with the double hip drop. Again, left, right, left. And snake arms. Next, snake arms with a step touch to the side. And then the pas de bourrée. And now figure 8, step right, left hip, opposite. Do 4 more sets. And 3-step turn to the right and left. Do it again, right and left. Now turn right again, now with the figure 8. And go left and repeat the figure 8s. Do it again, right and left. And finish. We're going to repeat the combination but shorter. Start stepping to the right and 2 left hip drops. Do it to the left, 2 right hip drops. Repeat, right and left sides. And pas de bourrée. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Prepare to turn to the right. Figure 8 hips. And turn to the left. Figure 8 hips. Do it again each side. And finish.
Okay, so this is our second combination. We're going to break down the moves. The first thing we're going to do is a different kind of figure 8. You want to think about one hip only, and you really want to engage your abs and your obliques and also your glutes. What you're making is a figure 8 shape using one hip. And so you can see you're tracing a loop here in the front and then down and then a loop in the back, okay? And so the hip's going down and up, then it cuts through the middle, and goes down and up in the front. Now, what we ideally want to do, if you want an extra challenge, is to let your leg also drag in the shape of a figure 8 with the hip. And so you have front and back, and front and back, and front and back. And you can see how the hip is leading and the leg just goes along with it, okay? And so we're going to do this on both sides in the combination. Also, we're going to do a rib cage circle. And so this is like you're lifting through the ribs, you slide over to one side, you pull back, slide over to the other side, and lift back up through the front. So you can look at it from different angles. And you see my lower body is pretty still, and my upper body is doing all of the work. Okay? And so we're actually going to do this with our arms up, and you can let your arms also sort of circle around with the chest. I think it makes it a little bit easier if you're learning this for the first time. But they're opposite, so whenever the rib cage is lifted, the arms are in the back, okay, and so on. Okay? Another move that we're going to do in this, back to the hips. It's a one-sided reverse figure 8, and you can see it goes from front around to the back. And when you get about halfway out, you're going to tuck your belly like a little crunch, okay? And then you see the opposite leg is free. We're going to do it opposite. You make that figure 8 around, and then you're going to tuck your belly, and you can even make it more of a smooth tuck and let it roll down. And so you have one hip figure 8, tuck, one hip figure 8, tuck, one hip figure 8, tuck. Make sure your knees are slightly bent throughout all of this. We are also going to do some more of these snake arms. We kind of touched on them in the first combo, but I called it a reach. We're going to break it down into 3 different speeds. We're going to do shoulder rolls, and look, both shoulders are moving together. It's not just one at a time. So when one is going up, the other one is going down. Okay, they're kind of small. Then we're going to do medium-sized snake arms. And so it starts at the shoulder, elbow lifts, wrist lifts, and finally the fingertips lift. And then everything comes down in the same order. Okay? And then we're going to do big snake arms. Okay? And so you want to make sure that you're using everything from the shoulders all the way out to the tip of your fingers. And just think about the movement waving out. All right, so let's put this together in a combination to practice.
We're going to start with the right hip and right leg figure 8. And cross, turn. Swing that left leg out. Now do the left hip and leg. Cross that left leg, turn to the right. Swing that right leg out. Right hip figure 8, tuck, do the left. And right and left again. And shoulder rolls into medium snake arms. And big snake arms. Reaches. And we're going to go into a little shimmy. Couple 8 counts. Get ready to do it all again. Right side, leg and hip. Cross that right leg, turn. Swing that left leg out, do it on the left. Cross your left leg and turn. Right hip figure 8 and tuck. Do it on the left. 2 more. And shoulder rolls into medium snake arms, into big snake arms, into reaches. And repeat it again, starting with the leg figure 8. Do it all. Left side. Figure 8 hips and tuck on the right. Left. Do it again, right and left. Go into shoulder rolls, snake arms, and big snake arms, into reaches, and shimmy practice, and finish.
Alright, we're on to our 3rd combination, and we're coming back to hip drops. So what I said earlier about making sure that your standing leg knee is bent is very important. And what we're going to do here, I'll go here so you can see my hip. We're going to be dropping the hip down constantly on the beat. But every other one, we're going to do a little leg kick, but it's very small. So it'll look like this. Down and down with the kick. Down and down with the kick. So you want to make sure your hip is still dropping down even when you kick. So it doesn't end up looking like this. Down, kick, down, kick. They got to keep going. Down, down, kick, down, down, kick. And you're really engaging the obliques right here, so it's a good kind of core workout. We're also going to do a couple of little accents with our leg. So we'll drop the hip and lift the knee, and then drop the hip and then do a little push backwards with the same hip. So whenever you do the knee lift, your leg is right here underneath you, lift. And then whenever you do this little, we call it tush push, your foot is placed slightly back behind you, okay? So you have down, knee lift, down, and push. And once again, make sure you're not locking out this knee. You need to have a slight bend in it. And this is a good exercise for balance as well. Our second half of this 3rd combination, we're just doing hip bumps. This is a really great glute workout. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is 2 hip bumps on one side followed by 1 on the other. And whenever I do it, I'm going to squeeze my glutes, okay? Not only does it make the move look better, it's a good glute exercise, but it also sort of protects your hips so you don't overstretch, so you don't really throw out. You want to stop the movement with that glute squeeze. I'm also engaging my hamstring, okay? And when I do this, the double hip, it's like I go halfway all the way, okay? Rather than trying to do two big ones, there's not enough time, okay? So halfway all the way, and then a single one. Then I'm gonna shift my weight back so I can start it on the opposite side. Halfway all the way, and then a single, okay? We're also gonna be doing some reaches again, but this time we're gonna open the arm up through the middle, okay? Like so. So my upper body is still doing this sway. It's a nice stretch here on the sides, but I'm gonna open up with the arm, okay? And just for fun, if you want an extra challenge, we're gonna add a little triplet shoulder accent. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, in between the hips. You'll see whenever we drill it.
We're going to start with slow hip drop kicks. Do it again. Now a little bit faster. Drop and kick, drop and kick. And now full time on the beat. Get ready to switch to the left hip. Slow hip drop kicks. Lift, sit with the kick. Do it again. We're going to do it again on this side. Slow. One more time. Now a little bit faster. Drop a kick. Last one, now on the beat. Do it again. And switch. Now with the knee lift and tush push. Knee lift again. Tush push. Again slow. Faster. Make sure you get a little hip drop in between the leg movements and switch sides. Do it slow on the left. Do it again. Now we're going to do it a little bit faster. Again, knee lift, tush push, knee lift, tush push. And we're going to do it this time with a hip drop kick, knee lift, tush push, knee lift. So we're combining them all together. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, knee lift. Do it again. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push. Now we're going to switch sides. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, knee lift. Do it again. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, and switch. Do it again. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, knee lift, drop kick, knee lift, tush push, and switch. We're going to do it on the left side fast. Ready? Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, knee lift. Do it again. Drop kick, knee lift, tush push, and knee lift. And finish. Next, we're going to do the double and single hip accents, right? And single on the left. Change your weight. Double left, single on the right. Change your weight. Start over on the right. And do the left side. Now we're going to do it again, this time with the arm sweep in between. Sets. Now arm sweep, double left, single right, arm sweep, change your weight. Do it again, double right, single left, arm sweep, change your weight, double left, single right, arm sweep, change your weight. Now with shoulder accent in between the hips. 1, 2, 3, hip and arm. Double hip, shoulders, single hip, move your arm, do it on the right. Last time on the left. All right, good job.
All right, so now we're on to our fourth combination, and this one has a few folkloric moves. They're called Saidi. They're dance steps from Egypt. So this combination starts with a little shoulder shimmy, and you see this in a lot of cultural dances all over the world. Both men and women do this move. And the shoulders are just moving forward and back. And for it to be shimmy, it's gotta go a little bit faster, okay? And we're gonna do this with the Saidi step. And all it is a step, knee lift, step, knee lift, step, knee lift, all right? But you can add a little heel tap. If you look at it from the side, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. Okay, get you a little bit of a calf workout right there. We're gonna do that with the shoulder shimmies. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're also going to do something called layering, which is when you're combining 2 different moves, particularly a hip shimmy with something else. And so we're gonna do a slide with the hips. So it's not a bump or a tilt, it's a slide. You can see it goes straight across with a knee shimmy. And so with the knee shimmy, my feet are flat. I'm moving my knees back and forth. I'm not blocking them, okay? I'm not trying to sit and do this with my hips. More, I'm focusing on the knees. So I do 2 things, my knee shimmy with my slide, okay? This is a more advanced move, takes some practice. It's a good cardio exercise. Okay, the second part of the Saidi movement is also a little heel tap and 2 steps back. Step, heel tap, 2 steps back. Let's put it together.
We're going to do a step knee lift 4 times to the front with shoulder shimmies. Step right, lift left, step left, lift right, and so on. Now hop on the right and 2 steps back, hop left, 2 steps back. Do that again. Step right, lift left, moving to the front, hop right, 2 steps back, hop left, 2 steps back. Now slide those hips 4 times. We're going to shimmy in place. Then we're going to layer them together. Keep that shimmy going and slide right, left, and again. We're going to do shoulders half time, forward and back. And full time shimmy. We're going to repeat this entire combination.
Now we're on to our 5th and final combination, and this uses some moves that we've already done, like the reverse figure 8 and tuck, reverse figure 8, tuck. We're also going to do some hip bumps in place. You have to bend your knees and you want to squeeze the glutes with each side that you both your hip to. Squeeze, 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 okay? And we're also going to walk with those hip bumps. So very small steps, and you're still going to engage the glutes and the hamstrings with each hip bump that you do. And going back, same thing. Okay? We are also going to do one other kind of shimmy right here. It's called a twist shimmy. You can see it goes from front to back. The hip bones are moving front and back. Okay? This one's really easy to get a side stitch with. We're not going to do it for very long, but make sure you're breathing, okay? Let's put all these moves together in a combination.
We're going to start with the right hip figure 8 and tuck. 4 hip bumps. Now, left hip figure 8, tuck, 4 hip bumps. Twist in place. Walk forward with 4 hip bumps. Twist in place. Walk back with 4 hip bumps. Repeat the whole combo again. Right hip, bump left, right, and left hip, bump right, left. Twist. Walk forward, twist, walk back. Do the whole thing again. All right, thanks for dancing with me, everyone. And hopefully I will see you in the belly dance aerobics class sooner than later. And stay healthy, stay safe, and stay at home. Bye.